Yo, what's going on everybody? Welcome back to another video. So in this video, I actually tell you guys a really helpful beginner guide to Mad City Chapter 2. So you could be a brand new player or a returning player or just someone who is finding Chapter 2 extraordinarily difficult. So this is a really good beginner's guide. And before we get into it, make sure to smash that subscribe button as it really does help the channel out. At 5,000 subscribers, I'm going to be doing a 5,000 Robux giveaway. And in my Discord server, at 300 members, I'm going to be doing a 2,000 Robux giveaway. However, in my Discord server, you do have to be level 5 to enter the giveaways. So make sure you join that and start chatting. So yeah, without further ado, let's just jump right into it. Alrighty, so the first obvious thing is to escape prison. So a lot of beginners, I actually see them in the hero team or the police team. So if you want to start getting good at the game, then it's extremely important to go on to the prisoner team. Just because that's how you get your money, that's how you get used to the physics, and yeah, it's just, trust me, it's just going to be so much easier to go onto the prisoners team. So you will see these boxes around. The first two is the one that I just opened, and also there's one in here. So if you get something that, as you can see, crafting stone, hammer, if not, then you can do those two, and if there is nothing there, then you can go down into this hallway over here, and just down in that room right there, there is two. Well, there's one there, and one there, and then there's another one in there as well. In fact, there's another two in there. So there's plenty of boxes. And so once you craft your thing, you will have a little icon. As you can see, mine is right there, and that is because I have a hammer or a mullet and you break the toilet. So something that's a bit difficult is when you have a screwdriver or a wrench, because what they do is open the vents. So it's very confusing to know what vent it is. So just come over here to this little area here, and then to open the vents, you go up here, and this is the first vent to open. So just letting you guys know, and then everything else you should see a little thing. Lockpick is over there, lighter is there, the C4 and explosion stuff, I forgot the other name, is right there, and dynamite, that's what it's called. And then the ladder is over there by the mines. So, and then the mullet and the hammer is in here. So what you want to do is break the toilet for this and just head on out. So something that you have to be very aware with is campers. Literally just run. So there's this thing that you can't spawn vehicles when you've recently been hit. So if there is a camper when you escape prison, then just spawn your vehicle, which will be the Camaro for you. Hop in as soon as, basically just spawn your vehicle as soon as possible, because you can't spawn your vehicle once recently hit. But if you do spawn your vehicle, then you'll be able to get away quite well. So you will be greeted with the Camaro, which obviously isn't anywhere near as fast as this, but head over to the criminal base, which is just this way. So just continue down this road and turn right here, and then in here, and you are at the criminal base. So the first things that you want to do here is probably change your outfit, because I don't think anyone likes a prison outfit, and then get the best gun for Chapter 2 currently that's free. I would say it's the AK-47 and the AA-12, and also get the Tech 9 just in case you kill a hero, and get a power, you still have a good enough primary gun to shoot. So that is really, really important, and I just want to, because heroes are very, very overpowered in Mad City Chapter 2, so it would be better if you say in the chat, anyone want to team or something, just so you have another person to face the heroes with. Okay, so now we're going to be going over what you should spend your money on. So first of all, you obviously do heists. So a private server starts with everything open, which is why everything is open. When you join a public server, everything won't be open. So it is open when it's colorful. But then, when you rob it, if I just real quickly go ahead and go and rob bank, just in here, and open it, then, oh yes, this is another very important thing. When there's outside the bank, collect the ATMs, as they are, that they get 1,200, which is 1/40th towards your first car. So as you can see, if I open the door, which doing this enables me to rob bank, then if I go away, so it has a little notification up there saying the bank is being robbed, and as you can see, it is flashing. So that means that it is being robbed. When it is just grey, so it doesn't have flashing, that means it's closed and you're going to have to wait for it to open. So for the robberies, the pyramid gets $7,000 without VIP. So all of these are going to be without VIP. As you're a beginner, I doubt that you have VIP. So bank is $4,000. Tram, don't rob that. It is considered a side heist and it isn't good at all, and it only gives $1,500. The club gives $5,000. The casino gives $6,000, and then the boat, depending if you do no damage, it gives $4,000, and the plane gives $5,000. Yes. And then, so one of the fastest ways to actually get money is to go over here, and in here there's the Apple store, which you get 7,000 from, and then there's also this store, which you also get roughly 7,000 from. So if you just do that for a bit, then eventually you will be able to buy your first car. Okay, so the first car that you should buy is 15,000, and it's called the R150. So I'll just quickly show you where it is, so just follow where I am going. So, geez, I'm going to turn here. So the R150 is a pickup truck, and it's the cheapest vehicle in the game, but it is actually quite a bit faster than the Camaro. So just go up here, up this road, don't turn into the little town, just go straight past it, and then you'll be greeted with a road that turns left, and you will pass a small little airport and a campsite. Keep on going, then up here, so we could either go to Area 51, which is that way, but we don't want to do that, so we want to turn around and go across this little bridge over here. And then, as you can see, there's a helicopter spawn pad, a little cabin, which actually has all of the developers on it, as you can see. And it has the R150 right here. So go ahead and purchase this, and this is going to be your first car. So it's quite a significant amount faster than the Camaro, which is good. And then the next thing that I think that you should do is focus on, instead of buying a new car, as the next cars after this that you should buy is going to be extraordinarily expensive, like 400,000, is that you should save for either a supercharged engine or a turbo engine, depending on what you want to do. If you buy a turbo engine, then you would have to buy a supercharged later on. However, if you buy a turbo engine, it'll be cheaper and you could go on to getting other cars next. So this makes your cars much faster, which is, as you can see, this is driving with a supercharged engine. So if I switch my engine to default, then you would see that it is quite a bit slower. So keep that in mind. And then turbo is, again, obviously faster, and then supercharged is faster again. So this is actually quite a good vehicle once you get supercharged engine. And then the next vehicle that you should actually go for, which is a really good vehicle after that, is the Mustang. So the Mustang is 400,000 and is much faster than the R150, and it's slotted right in here, and it's just this one over here. This is not the Mustang, this is the Challenger. So yeah, this is this car, which as you can see, it is already obviously significantly faster, and by this point you should already have a turbo or supercharged engine, so you would be going a similar speed to me. So one thing that a lot of new players make the mistake of is actually going in here and purchasing the plane, which is over here. So don't purchase the plane. It is not a good vehicle, not worth your buy, as you cannot actually spawn air vehicles. You have to go to an air vehicle, oh my goodness, you have to go to an air vehicle spawning pad, which they're plotted quite oftenly around the map. However, it's still not really going to cut it, and you're going to find yourself not using your air vehicle much, especially because something like jewelry store, you have to get into the truck and then go to the warehouse, which you would obviously leave your vehicle behind, so you'd, well, have to spawn it again. And that just is going to get annoying. So you're going to have to continuously stop finding your vehicle, and also with the cargo plane, which drops over roughly around there, and the cargo boat, which spawns over there. So another thing is actually, this is very different to what I would say last season. However, do not buy Scout. So the Scout is 500,000, and it spawns on top of the criminal base, which is easier access to all of the other vehicles. However, it is not very fast. It's not actually much faster than the already free helicopter, which you already have, and it's only one seat. So this is Scout, as you can see, it's 500,000. And to put it into scale of how not very fast it is, so the helicopter, when I speed tested, got 118.94 seconds, and then the Scout got 113.18 seconds. So even though it's a 5-second difference, to put that into perspective, the Mustang, which we were just driving, actually got, with the Challenger even, which we were just driving, got 50.52. So even though, yes, both of them are slow, the Scout is still very slow for 500,000. And even though it's very useful getting around, again, air vehicles are harder to spawn, so don't actually get the Scout until you have a bunch of extra money that you want to spend on an air vehicle. I recommend getting the Challenger first, and then the next vehicle that I would get would be the Roadster. So, yes, that's vehicles. And then for heists, I recommend watching videos on how to do heists when you're stuck, as obviously you're going to be more productive staring around and not knowing what you're doing. Sorry, you're going to be more productive watching a video of how to do the heist than staring around and doing absolutely nothing. So that is something that's really important, as I know for a fact that there's loads of videos on YouTube, at least there should be, and I have seen a couple pop up in my recommended of a good YouTuber called Nighthawk is my name. He actually did a video on how to rob all of the heists, which you should definitely watch. And then keep in mind, it won't be the same in Club and in Pyramid. There are actually 2 variations of those robberies, so it's not going to be the same every time that you do it. So keep that in mind when robbing them. Don't be prepared of what you're doing. And then a helpful thing to do would be to watch my Mad City tips and tricks video, as I go over lots of helpful tips if you have recently started the game, but obviously we're going to be here for ages if I do that here. So, well, yeah, just go ahead and watch that. I'll put the link down in the description so you can go and check it out, as knowing tips like quite easy things and that the average player knows, however a new player might not. For instance, how to get the death ray, how to get a jetpack, and other things like that. And then tomorrow, you're most likely watching this in the future, I'm actually going to be doing a video on what vehicles to buy. So I will also put that in the description once I have recorded it, as that is going to be very important once you start getting more wealthy. So I really hope that you guys enjoy Mad City. It is a very, very grindy game, but you have to get used to the grind. And I think that they are going to buff robberies, so they might be more when you start playing than what I have said there. But that is my beginner's guide to Mad City. Really hope that you guys enjoyed, and I hope that you beginners learn something new, and check out my other videos for awesome Mad City content. And that would be it for this video, so I will see you all in the next one. Bye!